Yamiks. Today I'm going to be guiding you through the light assault class in Planetside 2. So, first things first, I'll of course talk about weapons, because I think they are not the most important thing in the whole class, at least for this class. That is why I think of it that way, is that the weapons themselves don't really vary from one another in the class. Like some weapons can be a little bit more powerful, or can shoot a little bit faster, or reload faster, or have bigger clip, but those changes doesn't really vary that much that you can call it a really new, significantly different weapon. So there are not a lot of choices for that. Pistol also not a big difference. What I would suggest you spend your credits on would be attachments, probably attachments or upgrades for your weapon or your armor, or whatever else is in there. So keep in mind that you don't really need to upgrade your weapon, well, in that sort of sense that you need to buy a new weapon for yourself in order to be powerful. Yeah, one thing about the weapons is that when you are going against any enemy and you run out of primary weapons ammo in the clip, like you need to reload and then shoot again, the enemy, I would suggest you to take out your pistol and just blast his ass. Because this is the thing about the whole reloading thing, that first of all it's slower than just picking your pistol and finishing him off, and also remember that you have a knife. Remember that you have a pistol and a knife. If you are in close proximity of enemy, like only a meter or not even a meter away, you can stab his ass. I mean, seriously, that's not hard to decide. You just need to stab his ass. Probably 3 stabs would be enough to kill him at the end if you have been fairly good at shooting him. Otherwise, yeah, if you're going up against like max class, yeah, good luck, buddy. But it's not impossible too, because I've killed max level with just finishing him off by stabbing him. Of course, the time he was distracted, but still, the fact of the matter is that you can do that. And you must not be afraid to do that. So, yeah, you must remember about your pistol and your knife at all times, whatever the situation is, because, well, you'll be dead in a few seconds if you not shoot the enemy. Because when you're shooting at the enemy, most of the enemies probably will be scared of getting hit, or once you hit them they'll like twitch or something, and their focus on you probably will be disturbed, or any other of your teammates or whatever he is shooting at or aiming at. So disturbing enemies' focus and aiming is a crucial thing in some cases, at least. And yeah, so that's that. Okay, so next part would be about the whole jetpack thing, which is basically all I can say, except upgrades, which I already mentioned. You should actually spend your money on, whatever. So, but the jetpack thing is quite simply abominable in the whole sense of the way. The thing is that I've seen so many players just not using the jetpack. It's just god awful fucking stupid. I've seen guys just using this light assault class as any other ordinary, well, I don't know, infantry guy, just using it without jetpack, just not even jumping, just running in front of enemy and being meat shield, let's say. First of all, it's a job of heavy assault to be a meat shield, or max to be a meat shield, but not the light assault. You got to be fucking stupid to do that. Okay, one thing is with the jetpack. First of all, you must remember that that thing really exists with your equipment. First of all, yeah. And I hope you know how to use it, because ain't gonna tell you how to do this. Ain't gonna tell you to do this. Or whatever. So, first things I would recommend. Oh, actually, no. Let's start with things I do not recommend for jetpacks. Do not use it to attack. I'd strongly suggest you not to use it to attack. Really, I've done this many times to assault an enemy with or without aiming. That is from hip or aim stance. And most of the time, at least most of the time, definitely I've been killed by some other player or whatever. Definitely I've been killed by assaulting a guy alone, and first of all, aiming is really off once you, well, take off and land. Your aiming goes to shit. Just, you can't aim straight, and seriously guys, I really suggest you not to try this, like jumping off the building and trying to kill like 3 guys. It's just probably impossible if they are not stupid. So yeah, that's about it. About not recommended things. Jetpack, as for recommended things, is one of the greatest ways how to travel by foot. I mean, you can get practically anywhere with this jetpack if you have enough fuel in it. You can get on top of buildings, you can get in the places where snipers could be just envy of you, and so on and so forth. So your task actually is to move quickly and kill as many infantry as you can, because your job is not to take out like this generator or vehicles or whatever. So remember that your task is to take out infantry, like infiltrators who are just messing around with your team, or heavies if you can surprise them. Well, eventually kill, of course, that they don't take out your aircraft or land support or whatever, actually. So keep in mind that you must destroy infantry. Of course, you can go and take out the generator by yourself, and that's nothing unaccomplishable or whatever you want to call it. But it's not your task to do that. If there are guys around you, do not concentrate on that. The whole player squad or team or whatever is, well, quest, let's say, objective is to take the base, and your objective in this case is to free up the space for your friends, for your teammates to get through or get somewhere, anywhere practically. If there's like nasty engineer that is just blocking your way with the sentry gun and just mowing down everybody there, just throw a grenade in there from the backside or whatever, if you can reach the place, and he'll just go down and your teammates can move on. So I'd suggest you to concentrate on infantry, not on vehicles. Of course, if they are shooting at you, of course you need to evade, but evasion is one another thing. Okay, so Yes, with this whole jetpack, you must remember that you are the most. Well, I assume that you are the most well, maneuverable or the most fastest moving infantry on the field, if you consider that, because you can move over the buildings, you can move the high places, you can get where no other class can get. So you must keep in that you must use the terrain, you must use the buildings, you must, well, use anything in your advantage. Like it's really easy to kill even the max class by just going on the rooftops, like surprising him in different locations. Like you shoot a whole clip on Mac's back from one building, then jump on the building where he is, and come from the back, stab his ass a few times, dance around, and just shoot him as much as you can, and boom, he goes down, right? Throwing a grenade in, no problem, he's dead. That's that. So, surprise is one another thing. That of course most of the enemies that are concentrating on, like if there's a fire line, like, well, let's say each team is bunkered up or fold up in one place that is like 10 meters away from other team, and they're just shooting at each other, and they are reachable, of course, not in the base or spawn. You can just go up on the building and surprise them from there, like throwing in a grenade, which is really effective in that case. You can just blast their ass with your weapon and just move along. Of course, enemies will probably see you at some time. They're bound to do that, because I mean, come on, who the hell likes to be annoyed, right? Yeah. And the last thing I would recommend you to actually do with this light assault class, evasion with the jetpack. First of all, it's really easy because, for example, you are moving in front of like tank and you want to get something. Think of yourself as just walking in front of it. First of all, the tank can run over you. Well, it's not likely that he'll run over you, but it's probable, so you must avoid that. Next thing is he can shoot on the ground, and the splash damage can hurt you. So that's the thing another to avoid. And besides, once you're airbound, it's harder to hit you, even by other vehicles or aircraft or enemies, enemy infantry. So ask yourself, which is better, landing on the ground or just flying over from cover to cover? At least, well, let's say not like really high, really big heights, but at least some nice heights, not a few meters from the ground, like 2, 1, whatever, whatever the case is. So also, it's extremely important that you use your jetpack and remember to watch its fuel level, because there have been some times when I just mindlessly go through the whole fuel thing. I just unload the whole jetpack fuel on the one burst, and then when I need to just escape, I just don't have any to escape. Like, of course, there's another thing you must remember. You can jump off any building with the jetpack and not get hurt. You must remember that. Sometimes you'll get hurt if you don't break your fall too quickly, or you just break your fall too early. So be careful. But it's fucking awesome that you can jump off buildings from the really big heights and you can't get hurt. For example, you can actually, I would really suggest you to be a pilot if you're, well, flying with some aircraft. I'd really suggest you to just take a if you are good, of course, in the aircraft using. For example, I'm terrible at that thing, but I've saved my ass by jumping out of the aircraft that I was maneuvering into the tree and saved my ass because I had this jetpack and I didn't hit the ground. That's the thing you must remember. So keep all these things I have talked about in mind. Hopefully I helped you with something in this game, or explain something new, and hopefully you'll be better off with the knowledge I've gave you. And yeah, if you like this video, please I don't know, comment or like or subscribe to my channel, see if there's anything you like or whatever. Maybe ask me some questions you want answered. Well, I could make even a tutorial on something if you want. Just let me know, like in comments of this video or any other, I don't know. Just give me some notes if you want. Thanks and goodbye.